Hello, my friends. Are you ready to unlock the true potential of your Facebook page? Imagine turning casual visitors into loyal followers and skyrocketing your online presence, because that's what I want to share with you. Because in this video, we'll share with you 5 essential SEO tips that will transform your Facebook page into a powerful marketing tool. Now, Facebook is still a pay to play platform, but I want to give you some nice little tips that can help you in the SEO world. So let's go ahead and dive in and discover how to optimize your content, boost your visibility, and engage with your audience like never before. Be right back.
And welcome to Content Creators Connect. We're here all about encouraging the 3 C's, connecting with others via video, content development that builds your personal brand, and creators sharing their experiences despite their distance.
And after a much needed few weeks off to get life back together, we are here tonight seeing the C3 team member leading us being this guy right on over here, Manny, also known as Coach Manny. He is coaching us up in the world of social media marketing as well as pursuing his passion for streaming true crime.
My friends, before we dive into the top 5 SEO tips, I want to ask you two, what's the biggest challenge that you faced when trying to optimize a Facebook page for better search visibility? Kevin, we'll start with you.
Well, with any kind of content that goes on, it's always you want to get something that's sort of trending and get some eyes onto your page. So I always find that a challenge is when you ever do a post on your page to get people to come over to view more of your content. So doing those individual Facebook posts and trying to hit that sweet trending topic to be able to get them moving from, oh, this is an interesting content for this one post. Let's go see what else he has. So getting that sort of transition over to visiting your actual page from hopefully just a single post. But if they do a search and see multiple posts and say, hey, this is something I might be interested in, and get them over to your page to be able to like and follow. So that's sort of my main challenge. What about you, Dory? What's a challenge for you?
I think part of my challenge is because I started my journey on Facebook, I created such a connection with people through my personal profile. It's really difficult to get those individuals who I'm friends with, who are following me on my personal profile, to hop over to a business page and like and follow over there versus just accessing me through my personal profile. And then also getting those same individuals, that same audience, to then opt to share that content out. Because, I mean, let's face it, that's the best way to grow your audience on Facebook, is to get other people to A, engage, and B, share your content, which I'm sure, Manny, you're going to be touching on tonight. So if this is the type of content that y'all would like to be seeing more of, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever this crazy crew goes live.
Thank you, Dory. Yes, we are going to definitely hit on some of those things. And to be honest with you, Dory, you said something right out of the gate that I'm going to hit on before I even dive into this part. Your profile, okay? You have your business page. That's what we're going to be focused on with the optimization tips. But you also have your profile. And here's the thing about the profile. If you are new to business or you just started your Facebook page, you don't really have a following, you just started your business page, you don't really have a lot of followers, a lot of, people engaging or anything, but on your profile, you've had that profile for a while. You already have Facebook friends there. So right out of the gate, I'm going to tell you, if you're new to this social media stuff, your profile is really where you're going to want to focus on as you're working on building your business page, because your profile already has people that know, like, and trust you. So they're already warm to you, right? Whereas the business page, you're going to have to work on getting cold followers who don't know you and work on getting to engage them to build it and build it. But as I shared earlier in my hook, that truth is, Facebook is a pay to play platform. But what do you do in the early days when you may not have a budget? You really want to grow that Facebook page. But out of the gate, I'm going to tell you, focus on your profile. Now, as you know, we take turns with C3 on who is presenting, right? So the reason why I'm diving into this, and you're going to want to hit the subscribe button, you're going to want to hit the follow button, because if you are wanting to have a bigger presence on Facebook, I'm going to make the next number of, I don't know how many, trainings around Facebook, specifically Facebook ads. And so, one of the things we've not done enough on this channel, or should I say, I haven't done enough on this channel, is ads. And so, with that, Facebook is a pay to play platform. What if you knew how to do ads or had a really good idea and you didn't throw away a bunch of money? And so, that's what I want to help you develop. But first, we should optimize your Facebook page. And what I'm going to be hitting on are really 5 key things to just have a clear understanding of out of the gate. Truth is, this list can go pretty long. Not going to hit 10 of them. I'm not going to hit all the different things. It would be longer than an hour. And the one thing I do not want to be is on here way longer than I need to keep you guys. And so that's why I think it's key that I start by, let's optimize your Facebook page, because you probably thought about diving into Facebook ads, and that's what I'm going to make a focus for you so that you can start getting better results with Facebook. Because Facebook is still a powerhouse. Whether you like it, love it, hate it, it's still a powerhouse. It's still a great resource to use to grow your business. And so I also want to say that, maybe you don't want to dive into Facebook ads. Just reach out. Let's talk. It's what I love to do. And so, SEO, optimization, right? Facebook, is it relevant? Well, Facebook optimization is relevant. Facebook does show up on searches. People are going to Facebook to do searches. So you want to potentially pop up. You also want to make your page easy to remember. And so, as I'm going to share with you a little here, I'll be bouncing a little back and forth, okay? Kind of give you a little visual of what I'm trying to, share. And then we're going to dive over to Facebook. Now, if you follow my this channel, you know that we've been talking about one of my new projects. And so in this project, I do a lot of Facebook ads, which is what's motivated me. Like, why don't I share this with you guys, right? Why do I have to keep all the secret sauce to myself? And so that's why we're going down this road. Because if it's one thing I can tell you, is when I'm in the trenches, it's the best time to share with you what I'm doing, right? So that's why I think it's key that you truly think about optimizing your page and when it comes to Facebook. And so I'm going to share my screen here. Let's see, where am I at? Am I over here? Yeah, I think I'm over here. There we go. Let me share this. Oh, am I already sharing? Oh, it is sharing. Okay. So this is my Facebook page. Okay, so let me stop the share there. Let me go to my Canva entire screen. I think I have Canva on here. Okay, so why don't I see the Canva one? Okay, so is it because I moved this? Do you guys see the Canva page? No?
No.
Okay.
You might
Oh,
have
I
to
think I
open it
see.
in the browser instead of using the app.
Gotcha. Let me try one more thing here. Let's see if this works now. There we go. Okay. Bear with me if you just let me know if I happen to be on the wrong screen. And Kevin, I can't help but say this. I see you wearing your Edmonton hat. What a crazy series. Good luck to you, buddy. Do they play tonight? I don't know, but I know
Nope,
this is a
Monday
big
night.
deal for you. Yeah,
Yeah, it is
you guys,
Monday night.
Canada hasn't had an NHL championship forever, so I'm rooting for you, buddy. But SEO tips, okay? Optimizing your page. The first thing you really should dive into once you start getting in there. Now, you are going to want to update your cover photo. I'm going to kind of run you through a little of our page to share with you. But one of the most important things you're really going to want to dive into is make sure that you have your Facebook page name that's searchable, easy to remember, part of who you are, your business. If you brand yourself, it could be something like me, Coach Manny Live, which I've changed my name since on my Facebook page, but that's what it used to be when I was doing all lives on the page. And then it was like, I'm just going to brand me, Coach Manny Rodriguez. So that's what my Facebook business page is. Now, technically, when I really dive deep up here, I'm like, Coach Manny Rodriguez is a little long. I could have done better. Oh, well. But try to make it something that's simple, easy to remember. Okay. Now, your URL. Okay, Facebook allows you to have a customized URL. This is very important for number one. You can use it on your as a social media handles overall and be consistent. I do recommend that if you're on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, try to have the same vanity URL, customized URL. So when you're doing that, that is a key thing. And did that change? That didn't change. Okay, I thought it was about to change for me. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this page here, and we're going to talk about this customized and how you can find it. All right, so we are on Facebook. All right, let me make this bigger for me, I guess. So this is Facebook, all right? This is the page that the company that I've partnered with to help them start franchising their cleaning business. So I am part of the franchising portion, not the actual Eads Co cleaning business. So the two separate, but my responsibility as the chief marketing officer is to help them with their with Eads Co cleaning page themselves and everything behind it. So that's where this comes in at what my main focus and my role is, right? So when you're here, the URL is going to be up here. You can't see that, can you? All right. Let's see if I can move that a little bit. Looks like my little flag there is hiding it. Okay,
That's
so
an easy
in this
fix.
particular Okay, awesome. In this particular case, easily everyone knows what's Facebook's URL, facebook.com. All right. So, with that, when you think about a customized URL, now one of the things that we recently discussed, myself and the owners of the company, is the as we're franchising, and had I been helping them since day one, the URL would not be what it is at the very moment. It could, because it is not easy to remember. So we are going to be changing this, but because we want it to be simple throughout all the franchises, we want to be strategic about that. That's why that's important for you as well. Okay. When you pick this customized URL, yes, you can change it over time. Facebook will allow you to change it over time. Okay. Kind of forget. I think they do have a policy on how many times you can change it. I'll have to dive into that. I kind of forget that. I know I've been down that road a bunch of times, but again, when you don't do it often, you forget those little things. And so that's the vanity URL. Right now, this one says facebook.com/, and the customized URL for this particular page is ECC St. Charles. Okay, I get where they were coming from, but the only optimized word in that URL part is St. Charles, which doesn't help the actual what we do, right? The cleaning, the Eats Code cleaning per se. And so, something like that, we're going to be more focused on and we make that change. But for you, you're going to want to be conscious of that. Now, let's see. Hopefully, you can see this. Otherwise, I will just describe it to you. Yeah, we can definitely see that. Okay, so when you click on this, I'm gonna show you where to go to change your URL. First thing you're going to do is you have to make sure you're on the page. In this case, you can see I'm already on the page. But if it was my face on there, I would know I'm not on the page. I would have to go and click on the page, right? And so I know I'm already on there. Once you get on there, then you're going to go down to settings and privacy. All right. And then you're going to go over to your settings. Over in your settings, when you scroll down here, you can see under audience and visibility that page setup. You're going to click on there. The very first thing is the company name, right? The page name that we have it as. You're going to view that, and then you're going to edit this part. You can see right here, um, this is definitely wrong there. I don't know why that happened, but we're not going to save it. This is where you can change that and put your vanity URL. Something easy for people to remember. Something very easy for people to remember. And it's showing you right here. You can do something like Manny.Rodriguez, right? Eads Code Cleaning franchising, Eads Code Cleaning St. Charles. You don't even have to have a dot. Okay. So that's easy to be done. Now, again, I'm not going to save anything there because we don't want to mess with that yet until it's time to mess with that. So it's key when you're thinking about that, how you approach it. All right. So the next thing I want to share with you, going back to my notes to stay consistent, right? Let's make sure I go the right way. All right. The next thing we want to do is we want to enhance something that is extremely important through there. Okay. And it's also important for SEO. It's your Facebook About page. It's your opportunity to put those keywords that are key to your business, okay? And also your opportunity to craft that compelling About section on who you are, what you guys do, who do you serve, who are you problem solvers for, why should they connect with you? This is a key thing for SEO purposes, okay? When people go to your page, they're going to, I click on that about all the time, all the time to get an idea of who that is. All right. So when you're doing this in here, your about section is extremely important for this whole process. Okay. Now think about that as you're doing that and you are putting in the words that matter, right? So if we're in the cleaning business, we're going to talk about who we serve, how we serve them, why they should pick us to do their cleaning. This is an important part of it, right? And so let's go on over to that page to show you to kind of walk you through a little bit of that. All right. Let's go back to the main. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to home. All right, I'm gonna go to the main page, your main, basically at the very beginning, and the about page. You're gonna wanna go through this stuff and update it. Because look at right away, it shows that we serve St. Charles, Missouri County, right? Since we're targeting St. Charles, this is coming up. This helps your SEO. And you're going to put stuff into this. And these are key things. You want to know a secret sauce? You're going to learn this down in the road. But when you're looking at your competition, look at their about section. Okay. Now, they don't really have to put all this stuff because, again, you know how that goes. But look at this page transparency. All right. When I am looking at competition, I'm going to look at their ads. I'm going to see if they're running ads, what kind of ads they're running. Look, it tells you this page is currently running ads. And then you can click on it to see the ads that the company's running. You can use it as inspiration. No need, trying to use it as your own because that will fail tremendously. Use it as inspiration. Hey, this is working. It got a lot of engagement and it's working. Maybe I can do something along those lines, because here's the truth. If you're an expert and they're an expert, they're going to put their expertise in their way. You're going to put your expertise in your way, your personality, right? Your training, the way you come across, right? If you follow all three of us here, you know the way we present is not identical, right? You can see both of them have 10 times better backdrops than I ever have, right? I'm not going to let that stop me from showing up, right? So you have to think about what it is that you can own in your own skills that brings out your true identity. And if you notice as you come down here, these are things that we're going to actually be updating around this. But another thing when it comes to this optimization, and this is very important, this description here. Go to any page right now. Click on the cover photo. The majority, I'm going to guess 9 out of 10 probably have blank right here. This is SEO, my friends. This is SEO. You are putting in targeted keywords in this. It's going to describe your company, right? It's going to describe a few different things that, look at this. This is all SEO. It's like a blog post. So think about that for SEO optimization purposes. It's sharing a lot of what we do. So this is key when you're thinking about that about part. You want to fill it out. Now, I'm going to, once I get time, I'm going to go down through that about section and really clean it up to add more stuff. It's key in your industry as well, and for your business, for everything that you're doing there. Okay. So that's key aspect of the whole thing. All right. So that is another helpful tip to help you bring that SEO power. All right. So the next thing I want to share with you, let me go back over and share this, stop this sharing. And we talked about the about section, craft that compelling section for yourself. Now, the next thing I want to hit on, and you heard me mention it a little bit earlier, but the keywords. You gotta spend some time and know what these keywords are. And if you follow our channel, then you already know we've got so much training on how AI helps you come up with this stuff. We're always taking turns. And, for a little while there, we hit on AI in every different aspect. But when you are conscious about your keywords, it's going to help you boost the reach through. This is organic stuff that I'm talking about, right? But the Facebook ads gives you power, okay? But I'm going to teach you how to create this power on $5 a day, okay? That's what people make a lot of mistakes about when it comes to Facebook ads. They start throwing a lot of money, and then Facebook's like, well, let's throw you a bunch of stuff and see what sticks. What if you had a strategy, right? For your Facebook ads. Well, guess what? You need a strategy for your keyword research. You've heard me talk about answerthepublic.com. You've heard me talk about Google and using Google Keyword Planner. You've heard me talk about these things. And if you do Facebook ads or Google ads, you just have to you just have to create a Google AdWords account. You don't have to do an ad, and you get access to their keyword planner. Is it perfect? No, but it's Google. So you'll get to get a really good idea on how to find what people are talking about. And there's so many different tools out there. We use, or should I say I use, I believe everyone here uses vidIQ. I'm a big proponent. I've been on the pro plan spending $10 a month for years now on vidIQ. Because when I start optimizing stuff, it helps me. But also it helps me come up with the content ideas, right? Because it knows what keywords that people are already searching as well. Because again, now a lot of this is tied to AI. If you look at, oh my gosh, if you were to look at my Facebook, or not my Facebook, if you go to my laptop and you were to do a search on Google, you'll have AI stuff popping up giving answers. Because I'm that geeky about this stuff, right? Because as a content creator, to me, I'm a firm believer it's now easier than ever to create content, to come up with content ideas and not spend what I used to do 2 hours on a Sunday coming up with content ideas. Now, without having to spend 2 hours, I'm coming up with the same content ideas. So I already know I don't have to rely on it. I'm just asking it to do the heavy lifting. I still have to be, I can't just take copy and paste. That doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. It works to an extent that you can change things into your words, but there's going to be times that you're going to be wrong. And that's what you don't want. You don't want to be wrong. And so when you're thinking about it, where are you placing these particular keywords? Okay. That's part of what I was describing with the cover photo. Now, when you do your cover photo, I'm going to jump back over there as we talk about keywords and cover photo. But as you are thinking about your cover photo, this is relevant to your, not only now SEO, let me make sure that I am clear on something. SEO is when people are doing searches, you pop up basically. Your content pops up, right? But just like on YouTube and the thumbnails matter, it's not for SEO purposes other than to get them to stop in their tracks and do something, right? They're scrolling. Ooh, that thumbnail catches my attention because YouTube's going to show it to people to see if anyone's going to watch. But when they do watch, then YouTube's going to know, well, they're actually engaging and they're watching the video. Show it to more people, right? Watch time is the biggest key factor for SEO for them to show you to more people on YouTube. But here on Facebook, it's engagement. It's always been engagement. So my friends, when you create this cover photo, you have to be conscious of what you want it to look like because it has to speak to what you do. It has to speak to your business. If you're going to put a picture of your cat up there, well, that's not a great idea because unless your page is about cats, what relevance is your cat at home to your business unless you're in the cat business? So it's key that you look at that you understand that, okay, in that aspect. All right, we're almost done, so bear with me here. Now, as you're scrolling, look at write this right away before they scroll down. Hopefully, one of our pieces of content right now, I do a lot of videos for this company, a lot of videos and a lot of ads. All right. The stuff is powerful, but at the end of the day, you have to stay on top of it. And we'll dive into that here in a second. All right. But when you're thinking about all of these things, okay, and you're on in the trenches as they come to your page before they scroll, they should have an idea. As you notice, and I'm giving you some extra SEO tips on this stuff that I did not have as a screen. I'm just throwing these little tidbits in there. But this intro, it matters. It matters for SEO. Putting a link in there, It matters. Make it simple before they go anywhere. Okay, great. I want to contact them. Let me click on that link. I want to go to their website. I don't have to go anywhere else. It's right there for me. Okay. But in this intro, you don't have much time. You don't have much space. You don't have many characters. You have to be short, sweet, and to the point. So in this case, Eads Coat Cleaning, giving you the gift of time. Enjoy your weekend. Now, obviously, that's this weekend, right? So that's one of the things that we want to do at Eads Coat Cleaning. We want to give people back their time. Why do you need to be spending time cleaning floors, cleaning fans, but you need to be out there with your family? We want to give that time back to you. Well, that's exactly what we're sharing in a very little piece of sentence. You don't have to make this deeper than it needs to be. Okay, so on to the next one. I don't want to get too long-winded. You guys know how I can get. When I say you guys, I'm also talking to the audience because I know I'm gonna have some networking friends watching this, but you guys know how I can get winded too. I'm always like, yeah, I'll keep this for 30 minutes, and all of a sudden it's like 45 and 50, and you know how that goes. But the next thing you want to do is this is key in any marketing you do. You have to know the insights, the analytics, the statistics. So with your Facebook page, you have to know what's working, what's not working. You know, in many aspects, and when you're doing this, one of the things that Facebook doesn't like is putting links out there. Because what happens when you put a link out there? It takes them away from Facebook. And Facebook's goal is to keep them on Facebook. And so that's why they're not a big fan of links linking out of them. All right. What is power is sharing. What do you need to share? Well, guess what? You don't have, just because it's a business page, all of your content should not be businessy. And you should definitely have a call to action. Today I put up a post about it's Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday. Hire us to do your cleaning, right? For the page. Because when you're putting up content, you got to know what's going to work and what's not going to work. Now, generally what I would do is I would boost the post. And again, follow our content if you want to learn more about ads, because we're going to dive into why should you boost it? When should you boost it? Is boosting worth it? Okay. Now, when you're trying to collect data, organic stuff also brings data. What's data? That's why you want to look at your insights. Okay, you want to know what posts are doing well. You want to know what videos are doing well. Right now, we have a video looking for, looking for job seekers. Right? We're understaffed like a lot of people, so we are hiring. We're always hiring. And so the ad, we have a video, short little video. It's probably up to about 4,000 views now. And again, not spending a crazy amount of money. But the key words in the description, in the post, right? Short little video. It wasn't the video that I actually wanted, but again, this is a new project, so we're all starting to get into what we need to do better for the brand. But what I did do was Canva, our best friend on this channel. I go into Canva, just created a short little video because I'm a firm believer in videos. And it was a short little video, like probably 20 seconds, I think, 12 seconds. I don't even know. It was a short video. I'll actually show you guys. And I used, let's see, go back over here. There we go. Canva to do this. Okay. Now, the purpose was not engagement. The purpose wasn't engagement at all. You can see I'm doing lives on this channel. There's a handyman. They're cleaning, right? You can see the mesh there. Lives are important. This was someone else we interviewed, and they're in the service industry helping other people. But this video is one that we're doing an ad right now. And I don't know, it's up to, I don't know, 4,000 views or something like that last time I checked, or 3 point something. But it was a very short video on Canva with a detailed on hiring process. My friends, you know what? This ad is doing well. I haven't checked to see how many people applied. Hopefully some people applied, but I got a text like, "Hey, can you direct them to not come in to fill out an application?" The ad's working if someone's coming in to fill out an application. Wouldn't you agree? Right? This is powerful stuff, my friends. Ads do work. Again, follow our channel if you want to get the secret sauce. And so through this, we're given the information without overbearing it. But am I going to target everyone? No. People looking for a job. Yes, that's it. That's what's great about Facebook. And I always tell people, I'm the first to tell people, if you're going to pick which one you should do and you had to pick one or the other, I say Facebook over Google out of the gate. $5 a day and work on collecting data. Why do you want to collect data? Because you're going to retarget people. Okay. Now, as you can see, Meta Business Suite. We're talking about the insights, right? The analytics. Um, because I should be very careful, right? We're live. I'm not going to click on this company, right? But we're not trying to I feel that's the right thing to do. But the focus is optimization, not to go analyze the insights in this particular case. And so on that, this is where you're going to click on that to go to your business suite and look at all your content and how well or not well it is doing. Okay, you can see if I click on the lead center, there's probably, this is something new with Facebook. When you're doing ads, it's not too new. Let me rephrase that a little bit. It's new to the page for them. But when you're doing ads and you want to convert and it's converting, then you have a lead center where Facebook is populating those leads. And I'm also getting an email about the leads. And yes, of course, we're getting leads. As I just explained to you, that this stuff's working. Now, when it comes to leads, you get a lot of bad leads before you get a good lead. It's just like in anything, right? You're going to get a lot of no's till you get a yes, especially if you're in sales. And so people have a tendency to waste time. It is what it is. So again, $5 a day when you're just trying to really get it going. But the strategy I'm going to teach you is what to do with all of that. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button if I've not told you enough, right? And so let me go back to I believe we only have one more, so bear with me here. All right, let's go over there. Boom, boom. And this is something that Dory mentioned earlier. Okay, engaging with your audience. That's SEO power. For example, I did a post on our page, on my page, and put up a post. Got a lot of engagement, right? Got a lot of likes. Then over time, it dies out a little bit, right? But just going back and I put one comment. I just went back and put one comment. I should have and could have do as I say in this moment, not as I do, please. I had so many comments. It would have been best. And this is my profile. So I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. This is my profile. And I got so much stuff in the fire, it's a little hard. But what I should have done, if I was conscious about it for my brand in this particular case, I would have went back and I would have commented on every single post. That is engagement power. So if you do a video, because now if it was Eats Cold Cleaning, different story, right? If it had 100 comments, we're gonna be commenting on every single one of them. But I just went back and I put one comment, and guess what it did? It started more engagement. So if you have a post from a year ago that did amazing and it's relevant to bring it back up and say, wow, a year ago today, I was talking about this strategy or whatever was working or this celebration or whatever, it's going to bring more engagement back. How can you get your audience engaged? I share this with people all the time. Take people on your journey. Okay. Talk about the family. Okay. Talk about, work on motivating people to take action. Okay. Talk about those moments that are funny. People love to laugh. Show animals, show rabbits. We have rabbits. People love to see our rabbits when we do it. Show your dog, show your cat. Take people on your journey. But more importantly, do not hesitate to have a strong call to action that tells them what to do next. And make sure occasionally you have a post, at least I like to say 1 out of 4 posts go for the sale. Go for the sale. Hit them with great content, right? Content piece here, content piece here, content piece here. Had them laughing, had them motivated, had them seeing your family. You were on a trip. One of my clients, we do a live every Thursday. She was in Italy. Okay, she was in Italy. How many people get to visit Italy, right? But what she did was she took a lot of pictures of the food. Now she's in health and wellness. She said, you know what? I went over there. Our family ate more than we ever eat and we lost pounds. Right? I've never heard that. And all they ate was pasta, spaghetti, pizza. Whew, I'm hungry now. We got Papa John's waiting for me. And at the So we took a live stream and I got a bunch of pictures on the food, and boom, that's exactly what we showcased. The food, talking about health, taking people on the journey. This is why it's so critical you take people on your journey. Watch how much engagement you get. Now, I want to talk about the profile, Facebook profile. Facebook profile, if you get a lot of engagement regularly, you get the opportunity to become a digital creator. Now you get to make money on that. So, but that comes down to engagement. You see why engagement's important? So when you're thinking about monetizing your stuff, engagement is important. All right. So I think it's key to be very careful on what you're talking about. Sometimes it doesn't always go without saying there's some things you don't need to talk about. Just because it says Facebook is telling you what's on your mind, think about what you really want to come across as. If your focus is business, I can tell you when I became a lot more focused on what I wanted to be thought of on an online branding, I didn't bring drama anymore. To me, I started realizing who needs that stuff. But there was a time when I first got Facebook in 2009 or something like that, or 7, something along those lines, where what's on my mind? I was sharing what's on my mind. That wasn't very smart, right? So you got to keep in mind that even though some of that stuff can get a lot of engagement, if it's getting you negative engagement, that may not be the best route to go. All right. So I'm going to stop my screen share here and I'm going to make me the focus here for a second. I want to leave you guys with this as I wrap it up because again, Facebook is a pay to play platform when it comes to the business side. Profile, great for optimization. You're able to start using it as a business in some ways when you really hit that level that you can be a digital creator. And I can tell you, I don't focus on it enough to get enough engagement for them to make me a digital creator. Now, it's still rolling out, but I don't focus on it enough. I understand. From the flip side, on the business side, you can see I focus a lot more on our stuff over there, my client stuff over there. You see a lot of content on Coach Manny Rodriguez. I'm putting a lot of content out there. And when you think about it, because I'm telling you, if you have a great offer and you have a budget to do ads, you start with your optimization first. You must optimize. even if you're not going to do ads, but you're willing to go in an all organic way, this is still where you got to start. And I can even get a little bit deeper, but I really hit on all the important aspects that you need to focus on, right? So think about that throughout this when you're thinking of like, what do I want to share, how do I want this to go, because truth is, we're this is all a learning curve for everyone involved with this, if you think about it, right? That almost goes without saying in some aspects, at least in my opinion. Now I'm trying to find my tab. I use this Arc. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Arc. Now Arc is a new browser that is really making a lot of waves when it comes to as a browser to help you block ads. So I can't find one of my pages, so I'm kind of going back to the drawing board to find our notes on our stream. But again, that's what happens when you got stuff up here, stuff up there. But at the end of the day, just show up and keep showing up. But I do want to ask my co-host here, when you think about everything that I shared here, I know that you guys understand, a lot of aspects of this. But what was one key takeaway or piece of advice that I shared that, you know, that you got some value, and also what's a tip that you can give to our audience when it comes to that? Because you guys bring up great techie stuff, you have great content. Content is king. What would you give as a piece of advice? But first, what was one of your takeaways? Kevin, we'll start with you.
Wow, what great information that you provided once again, Manny. It is great to always dig into your brain and get that knowledge that you're sharing with everybody in your business as well as everybody on our stream here. What I really took away is spend some time on your page, because essentially that's your business card. That is what people are going to be going to find out what you do, what kind of services that you provide. Sure, you can have all the different posts and engage with your audience through that name, but when you go to that about and the information, that is essentially your business that you're trying to sell. So I know I have to spend some time. And as you're going through your presentation, it's like, yeah, I took a look at my cover page for that's my page, and it's like, it's about 6 months old. I better take that off. So went and updated that, and yeah, definitely using AI to help create some engaging about for your business, an engaging intro as well. And yeah, continue to post content on there, whether the Edmonton Oilers on Monday night are playing for the Stanley Cup final, or if it happens to be something like you said, your client was in Italy and doing a live there, taking them along for the journey, um, getting them engaged and making them wanting to like and follow the page to find out more. And then going in, like you said, going in for the sell after you gained their trust and the know, like, and trust, as we're all familiar with. So, great job, Manny. And I'll pass it over.
Great
And I
share.
actually one more thing. I need to spend more time on the insights and the business
Hmm.
suite aspect of it, because Facebook's doing a great job in doing the analytics for you, so you don't actually have to do it, and spending a lot of time. It's like click on it, boom, there's your information. That's what you need. So. I'm going to throw it over to Dory and hear what she had to say.
Well, a lot of good things. So I'm going to be completely transparent, which I typically am.
Yep.
I never think about SEO. I never think about marketing myself as a business, which is not a good thing. I know. Um, so I desperately need to focus on some of this stuff much more than I do. So, a couple things that stood out. You mentioned, and it makes so much sense when you have cover photos, profile pictures, other important photos on your business page to add copy to them so that it becomes part of the SEO process. And it makes sense because every photo you put online has metadata and alt tags and everything associated with it. So it just makes sense to add copy that adds to that message. So that was a big takeaway. I also loved that you said, look at what your competitors are doing, people that are in the same niche as you, not for the purpose of copying them, but just to get ideas of who their audience is, how does that audience compare maybe to your audience, and just have some key takeaways of some of the strategies they're doing, not necessarily to make a carbon copy of them, because you have to focus on your strengths and the special things that you bring to your audience and not comparing yourself to someone else. But I like using him as like a comparison for data analysis, not necessarily for, oh, look at them, they have 10,000 followers and I have 10 kind of thing. So those were probably the two biggest things that I was like with.
That's
And
awesome.
I actually want to touch on, you said like, what is a suggestion or something that we can bring to add to this discussion? So when you were talking about engagement, you talked about converting your personal profile over to a digital creator profile. So I actually have that. My personal profile is what they call a professional mode, and that's turned on. One of the things that Facebook does, so there are a lot of things that Facebook does really well. And, Kevin pointed out about the insights, and there's certain things that Facebook is, they're really smart. This is something that they do in professional mode. Whenever I put a post up and people leave me comments, I will get a notification from Facebook that suggests that I interact with and respond to those comments to keep my audience engaged with my content. That did not happen to me before I switched to professional mode. So, you get your own special insights and you get a creator dashboard and things with that. And so that is something that I got to give kudos to Facebook for doing, because if you don't necessarily keep up with the comments that people are going back and leaving on your posts, they're doing it for you. And so I think that that's really, really key. And there's a process that you go through. I can't remember it because I've switched over quite a while ago. I'm pretty sure I did it from my desktop versus on the mobile app, but I can go back and see exactly what steps I did to do that. But those were my biggest takeaways. I did have a question, Manny. I'm going to kick over to you. So imagine there's someone, let's call it a friend of mine, who is struggling to come up with what to focus on for SEO. Where would someone like my friend go? Like, where would be a great place for them to start building and understanding what SEO content really is?
That's a great question. So, and then when you say SEO, I'm sticking with content wise here, not website type. Let me make sure that it's
Yep.
optimized, because that's even a little bit different in its way. But the strategies are going to be the same for SEO in general. So someone doesn't know what to focus on for SEO. First thing I'm going to say is, are you watching content? Are you looking at content? What's attracting you? Was it a particular keyword that attracted you to that content? When you're looking up YouTube, what type of content? You can even see, like, what am I typing? What have I searched for? So think about it in your aspect, like, what's attracting me to that piece of content I just saw? What's the title look like? Is that something that attracted me? Was it the thumbnail that attracted me? Because then you can help put yourself in that, like, okay, if I'm attracting someone, this caught my attention, I could make that a focus. But the big thing with SEO is your friend is a problem solver. In what way, right? I would take that problem, I would go to Google, I would put that problem in there and try to find, like, what are people searching for to fix their problem. And in Google, one of the most powerful things I think about the Google search engine is the people also ask. They're also looking, that little section that says people also ask. So if your friend is in a particular business and they put in that the Google search and then it says people also ask, because people are going to Google to ask it that question. That's great SEO content right there. Now, SEO is all based on what are people searching for that you can pop up. So when they're asking, where do I begin? Go to the search engines. Start doing some digging. That's going to help you know, because what they're spitting at you is content that you can create for yourself. And speaking on where should you start, I always say just start putting out content and then put the right. I tell people, if you're going to do a Facebook Live, just make sure you put a description as to why they should watch it. Now, when you put a description before that live, guess what? That's SEO right there. But you have to be conscious of, are they searching for this stuff? Is this a particular keyword they're going to search for? I hope that makes sense. But I'm a
It
big
makes
fan
perfect
of
sense.
Google.
It makes
Awesome.
perfect sense to me. Perfect sense. So I think that was it as far as questions. Kevin, did you have anything else you wanted to circle back to or add?
No, I'm good. All I want to say is go Oilers, go.
All right. Well, we're going to kick it to Manny then to wrap this up.
Awesome, my friends. I hope you got some value out of that. And since we're sticking on the Facebook, I want to share with you a great training that Dory did. We're going to go back in the way back time machine, about the time we started this channel in, I want to say, July 5th of 2022. You see, we showed up the day after 4th of July. And she did a video, protect your Facebook account by tying up loose ends in your settings. My friends, Dory shared some stuff at the end that, as a digital creator, number one, she shared with you she struggles to think of business on Facebook. She's all about, I just want to give value, but she understands about protecting your privacy and protecting your account. So I want to take you back to July 5th of 2022, protect your Facebook account. And I'm sure someone's going to go ahead and paste that link below. But watch that video, my friends, because really, let's be real. Facebook, there's a lot of hackers out there. And so before we start diving into Facebook ads, don't you think you better make sure your settings and your privacy is in the right aspect? And my first question to you is, do you have two-step authentication on your Facebook? If your answer is no, you better be the first one to click that link. Okay? I'm gonna leave that right there, my friends. And thank you so much. On to you, Kevin.
So, if you enjoy content like this and are finding it useful, we would love, 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 love it if you would like and subscribe. Also, sharing our content is a great way to spread the love. Visit our website for information on how you can connect with us. As Manu was saying, we always love to hear what's on your mind. So over there, you can see linktree/content creators connect. And we are on YouTube, Facebook, and X. So drop down in the comments and let us know what kind of content you would like to see us do in the future.
A kitty cat. Oh, sorry, squirrel syndrome. Thank you. Thank you all for joining Content Creators Connect, aka C3, tonight as Manny discussed SEO tips for your Facebook page. We will return next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, where I will be highlighting some of Canva's newest updates and some hidden features. We will be multicasting live to YouTube, Facebook, and X, so be sure to join us. Until then, as always, we urge you to identify and lean into your 3 C's. Start today creating unique content that builds connections and breaks down those barriers. See you next week.
Bye-bye. Thanks for joining.
See ya.